Okay. Alright, hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to part 8 of my Suzerain Rich Capitalist campaign here in, Suzerain. I think where we last left off, we were about to do the festival in Benfi, which we're going to want to botch terribly, in such a way as to piss our wife off, so that we could get the achievement for her leaving us. You know, I'm working on that at all times. Hello, Shadow4623 and Arstotska. I don't think there's really much we need to do besides just hop into it. Wait, we need news here. President Rain saves the day because I vetoed the Harmony bill. L1 project's coming to a halt. It's turned into a strike. President Rain himself picked them. Whatever. Freedom of education choice. We've reached the point where our children are allowed to change their destiny with freedom of choice. State continues war, political violence. Okay, and we got the financial aid from Arcasia. Real motive is unclear. Okay, hello there, Nekrosov. Let's jump into it. Our mortarcade slowly made its way towards the magnificent Benfi High Arts Center. Night was falling and the festival was about to begin. I flipped through the brochure that had been given to us at the hotel. There was a face of curtain leste. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's a big thing, a big event. Alright. Since Gloria had convinced me to... I'm now talking to Monica. Since Gloria had convinced me to cancel her opening speech, things between us had been strained. She barely said a word to me all day. Hi, Purple Phoenix. Waited for Sergei to open the door. As soon as Sergei opened the door, we were enveloped by the roar of the crowd. The next few minutes were a blur of handshakes. Yeah, so I'm like not giving a shit. Although maybe I should have struck up a conversation with her and then I could have gotten antagonistic. Did we get another bar? Was I down to 3? I think I was at 3, and now I'm at 4. I'm not sure. I really don't look at that economy bar as much as I should. I guess because I'm not really worried about it. Like, we're going full-blown capitalist. There's no reason that it shouldn't spike. Or at least, you know, it shouldn't go down anytime soon. Although I did take... What was the one decision I made? I don't remember what it was, but there was going to be short-term pain, but long-term benefit. I already forgot. There's so much to track in this game. So, ask Monica to join me on the podium. I'm gonna find my seat. I invited Curtin Leste, the anchor mayor. I joined Monica in the front row. Her arms are still folded. Welcome to the first day of the Benfi Festival. His eyes briefly met mine. I nod. This is a night for the people of Benfi, indeed for the people of Swordland, to put aside their differences and come together in celebration. Yet as we unite for the festivities, we must remember the real reason we are gathered here. The crowd fell silent. This festival was founded around the principles of our cherished religion, Nurity. Let's see. Last night in San Antonio, head back to Arkansas tomorrow. Well, I hope you enjoyed your trip to Texas, Alec. Hey, speaking of Texas, hello there, Texas T2. So yeah, Nurity. Let's kind of review this because I haven't talked about it in today's campaign, or in this particular campaign, I should say. So the religion thing usually doesn't come up too much. It says this festival was founded around. Oh wait, no, excuse me. Yeah, Nurity. So Nurity is a monotheistic religion teaching that the only creator is the divine God and that Saint Dast is the divine messenger. It is the biggest religion in Mercopa and the third largest in the world. So Mercopa is the continent. Nuris believe that the divine God revealed divine intent through Saint Dast on Dissension Day. Busy last few weeks, dude. I get it. You're preaching to the choir, man. I think I didn't. I virtually did not stream for like a month, and I haven't uploaded any pre-recorded content in a while. So my plan is maybe later tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna get some pre-recorded stuff set up so I could start daily uploads again. Anyway, there's a divine manager. Saint Das began his lifelong journey of spreading the message of the divine across the land, together with his 30 disciples. According to Nurity, the divine god is an entity believed to inhabit all things. Nurists believe that one must strive toward the construction of the Golconda, a divinely ordained pillar in the axis of life that will bring salvation to all human beings. Those who follow this goal are considered to be on the path of enlightenment. The main branches of Nurity are Dastrinity and Warwickism. Dastrinists believe in the direct and literal followings of the teachings of Saint Dast. Ruhesis follow a more interpretive approach advocated by Saint Ruhik, who they believe was divinely appointed as successor to Saint Dast. Of course, like that the split in the church, I think, never comes up. Let's see. Saw all 5 missions. You saw the Alamo, National Big Cage, Six Flags, San Antonio Museum of Art, Vitti Museum, and the Tower of the Americas. I didn't do much. XD. Yeah, that's me. That's just how I am. When I'm on vacation, I don't rest. Other than just enough that's needed so I can keep driving a car. So I also hardly ever drink on vacation, because it's like if I'm drinking, it's gonna probably be at a bar or something, and that's expensive anyway. But that's money I could spend on something else, and it's something I could do. It's like I could drink at home. I'm not gonna drink when I'm on vacation. As a broad rule. Yeah, but that's cool. Glad you had a good time. And I always encourage people, whenever you're in a different city, if you're into art, to check out the Museum of Art. Like, most art museums are free to get into. The taxes pay for them. And you know, they're the way I try to pitch it to people is I always say, look, there's a lot of great art out there, but you've only got so much room in your house. So the hotel you're staying at has free booze. Damn, nice. Yeah, I always tell me, it's like, you don't have space at your, in your apartment for that big old statue or whatever. So the art museum holds on to it for you. So no, you're just go and visit your own shit. You own it, baby. All right. So, let's see. Over the years, it severs from a sacred root, something more perverse. Oh yeah, so he's now condoning the festival. An excuse for public drunkenness and grotesque displays of the flesh. An occasion for young women to parade their bodies and engage in lascivious behavior. As he went on, I could see Monica becoming increasingly agitated. What in the hell is he talking about? Lascivious behavior? What century does he think we live in? Shh. Okay, I'm gonna say, shush, quiet. Yeah, we gotta antagonize her. Monica turned back to watching the speech, a frown on her face. Perversion hidden under the guise of art is not befitting the beautiful city. Of the crowd was becoming restless. Many of the younger attendees were murmuring in disagreement, while a few of the older ones were nodding vigorously. As I said, perversion hidden under the guise of art is not to be... Enough! The hall fell silent. Monica rose and continued. Mr. Lesty, it is not young women who are a disgrace to this fine festival, but you and your backwards, puritanical attitudes, which have been holding this country back for far too long. Monica, sit down. Monica, sit down. You're making a fool of yourself. No, I will not sit down this time. Monica turned to face the audience, speaking loud enough to be heard without a microphone. Women of Swordland, we must not let people like Mr. Leste use religion as a justification to demean and oppress us. Our time has come. Shocked gasps ran through the crowd. A few people rose and applauded. Curtin Leste waited to speak. I think Mrs. Rain is forgetting her place. What do you think my place is, Mr. Lesty? The kitchen? This festival is not about your retrograde traditions. We are living in modern times now. It's 1954. That's the current year. Hello. And it isn't your place to decide how the people of Benfey, especially the women, should be celebrating their own festival. Monica, that's enough. What do you mean enough? I've barely even started. I looked at the podium to see Curtin Lestay's piercing gaze on me. There would surely be a price to pay for this. Mr. President, could you please control your wife before she embarrasses herself any further? Let's see. Monica, get back in your goddamn seat! The crowd was in an uproar. I had to lean over to catch Monica's next words. I'm so sorry, Anton. Next time, I'll stay in the kitchen. Hey, Nekrosov! Oh, I just realized you got a cat. Wow, the picture, your cat, that cat looks just like Caesar does. But thank you very much. Don't get too excited about the amount. This is less than $4. I always enjoy your Suzerain streams and your voice acting. P.S. Josef Lancia, best waifu. Well, his time will come when we fight the war against Rumberg. It's not going to be this campaign, but I shall, just like I always said, I will not go to my grave without turning Afghanistan Maoist, and I did that this year. In that same stream, I will not go to my grave without defeating Rumberg in the war, by hook or by crook. We'll find a way to do it. Excuse me. So, I think we're gonna, yeah, so next time I'll stay in the kitchen. But thank you very, very much for the super chat. That is what supports the channel. So, Curtain's Hall filled the hall. Wow, I like the color of this super chat. I don't think I've seen this specific color before. It's like fuchsia? Or magenta? No, not magenta. I think magenta's a little darker. Art Museum has a statue of Emperor Trajan and Horus images dating the 1st and 2nd century. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And oh yeah, the Egyptian pantheon did last into the Roman era. You know, the Romans were a lot more tolerant than people think they were. Benfey has always been a beacon of culture, tradition, and religion. Many battles have been fought over this precious city. Army after army has tried to claim it for their own, but we fought back and won each time. We stand here thanks to the strong men who were able to protect their families, their lands, their way of living. Every day I praise God that we have succeeded so far. Scattered applause broke out from some of the older members of the audience. I leaned over to Monica. I praise God. He's only allowed to speak for another 2 minutes. Monica had said nothing, her gaze fixed forward. Yeah, like I'm trying to... You see, I thought that would be a good answer because it's like I'm trying to play it off like... but excuse me, he sure is boring, huh, honey? After I just, told her to shut the fuck up. Yet, the traditions that form the very fabric of our society are being tested even as I speak. He looked pointedly at Monica. We must stay true to our values so that Swordland can prevail, so that Benfey can prevail. With these at the forefront, I am convinced that Swordland will continue to be the greatest nation in the world. I invite every single one of you to celebrate our roots and our traditions at this Holy Benfey Festival. I hereby declare the festival open. Praise God, praise Swordland, praise Benfey. Amorgna Vescor! Victor and Sisda! Most of the people in the hall finished the decades-old saying, including me. Monica's lips moved, but she didn't say the words out loud. He exited the stage as the band struck up the official festival anthem. Let's see. I was exhausted by the time we get to the hotel. Monica tosses and turns next to me, and I can't sleep at all. Excuse me. Alright, we got some news. Whalen is deploying special forces. Yes, they're about to start their shit. Okay, what's next? I don't even know. Good friendly festival, right? Downtime at home. Uh-oh. It had been less than 24 hours. I was drinking an afternoon coffee on my balcony, a stack of newspapers laid by my side. I picked them up one by one, reading and rereading the articles about the festival. Some of the newspapers were merciless against Monica for interrupting Curtin during his speech. A few even called for her to be barred from political matters. Others expressed their support. In any event, I was relieved that the incident hadn't reflected too badly on me. I was putting the last newspaper down as Monica joined me on the balcony. So, you've seen the news? What news? Here, I have it memorized. First Lady disgraced. No support from her husband. Okay, yeah. Well, you shouldn't have spoken out. Anton, how could you? First, you denied me the opportunity to speak at the festival. Then you let that dinosaur Leste make a mockery of me and my cause. She grabbed the top newspaper from the stack and started reading it out loud. With her shameful outburst at Enrica Mayor Curtin Leste, First Lady Monica Rain once again proved that politics is an area best left to gentlemen. With the president providing no support, her challenge to Leste was quickly defeated. The president provided no support? You can't even stand Leste. You took his side while making me look like a fool. Oh, I appreciate that. You said that you liked the voice acting, Nekrasov. I appreciate that. Still got a bit of phlegm going on, but mostly I'm feeling better, so you can kind of lean into the voices more. She started ripping the newspaper to shreds. After all these years by your side, playing the doting wife, you know... My mother was right about you. Oh, God, that tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Let's see. What's that supposed to mean? I've never seen this dialogue option, I think, so this is interesting. Oh, you know what it means. She looked down at the pieces of torn newspaper. I'm not sure I can forgive you for this, Anton, but... You do have one more chance to make it up to me and offer your real support. Let's see here. I could say I want to give her one more chance, but I won't tolerate it if it meddles with how I run the country. I kind of want to just cut her off immediately, but I'm kind of trying to play it like I'm this guy who's like, you know, baby, you should be happy in the kitchen. You know, look, I'm buying you nice things and the dresses and your nice kitchen I made. You know, I got you the marble countertops. You women have it great. You don't need to work. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to, it's like, oh yes, honey, yes, women's rights. Just make sure you get that. Just make sure you get that turkey in the oven, eh? You know, have it ready by the time I get home. Fix me a drink, will you, babe? So anyway, I'm gonna say I'll give her one more chance because I think this is gonna lead into her wanting to do the women's committee thing, and then that's when I shut that down. And I figure it's one of those things like I think it'll be more antagonistic for me to do that. You guys get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Alright, so I'll give you one more chance, but this time I won't tolerate it if it meddles with how I run the country. I can live with that, I suppose. Perhaps the festival wasn't the proper forum to air my views on women's rights. But I still need to do this, Anton! I want to officially adopt this cause as First Lady, to actually get involved in politics, Not just gives impromptu speeches. I could even help your education minister with those reforms she's working on. I know this isn't an urgent issue for you, but it's vital to me. Let's see. I'm sorry, but no, leave politics to the politicians. I promise I'll pass the reforms you want. Monica turned pale with anger. I had never seen her like this. You know what? Fine. But know this. I will never forget how you let me down. Never! A noise came... Never! A noise came from the balcony door. We both turned our heads to see Deanna standing there, a confused look in her eyes. Papa, Mama, why are you fighting? And nothing. We were just talking about work. Yes, it's nothing. Your papa and I were just having a little disagreement. Come on, Deanna, let's go to the kitchen. Monica pierced me with her eyes as they left the balcony and closed the door behind them. Her words repeated in my head again and again. I'll never forget how you let me down. Never! I thought to myself. She was never going to. Okay, I think we're on the wrong track, people. We're on the right track, people. Okay, it goes behind my back. What, you think she's gonna start, like, cheating on me? Yep. First lady disgrace. No support from her husband from the Lock-of-in times. Okay, what's next? Rebuild Rumburg border fortifications. Weaknesses in the front line facing Rumburg can be mended with new fortifications. The military has voiced concerns about the cut of the military funding and requests additional funds to plug the holes in our defenses of the Rumburg border to the north. Mr. Galad advises us to accept the offer led by General Kruger. The MOD will immediately begin implementation upon approval. Don't think there's any real reason for me to do this. Yeah, it's just going to cause money. And, cause money. It's going to cost money to do. I haven't tried it yet, but I think if you shut down the commission and send Frank to the military, you get the breakup achievement. Do you think the military one is what I have to do too? Like, I didn't even think about how that might, you know, work things out or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. There's an achievement called Family Man. What is this? Oh, I think I might have already gotten it. Hold on a second. I'm going to look at my achievements that I already have. Give me a second. You guys can't see it. Family Man. No, I don't have it. So, to get Family Man, I have to do the things Monica wants. I have to keep Frank close. And announce that I'm going to retire. Well, I haven't gotten the retirement thing. Let's see. Oppose her attempts to join politics. And use misogynistic excuses. She should break up during the event in which she returns home drunk. As long as your reaction's a negative one. I don't think that, yeah, that's tied to her other shit. Plus it's spending the singular budget you have. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna build this. No, we're not gonna go to war. This is irrelevant. We're not doing that at all. No, but I was just thinking about the Monica achievement. Fucking bitch. Hold on a sec. I saw Greek coins that were dated to classical and classical period as well as Hellenic coins. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Discussion the formation of a new police report. What is this? Negative presidential approval rating. We're at below 25%. What the fuck? How? What did it? Why? I guess it's because the economy is still doing real bad. But Jesus, minus 25%. Do you know how hard it is to have an executive figure in a democratic country with approval ratings that low? Because you got to figure, in theory, that person's going to start with at least like a 51% approval rating because, you know, they got voted into office. If it's like a runoff or a two-person race or whatever. But you know, even then, there's always going to be like a floor of like supporters. Like my typical disclaimer: I'm not saying whether you like Trump or not, but even in Trump's worst days, like I think when did he get the worst approval ratings? Like right before he left, because there was a January 6th thing, and there was COVID and the economy. I think even then, he still was at like 31, 32%. That's fucking nuts to be below 25. I don't think there's been a U.S. president with approval ratings that low since like Bush after the 2008 recession. Damn. Anyway, I was doing something or other. I was going to, what was I going to do? If you can imagine, my country was Francois Hollande. Probably not since Nixon. See, I don't even think Nixon got that low, because that was the whole thing when he resigned. There were Nixon defenders. The kind of people who were actually pissed when Ford pardoned him because they were like, oh, that's like making it look like he did something wrong. Anyway. So, yeah, bad. Very bad. Report from the Ministry of Interior. 2 major crime rings have been brought down, including the Coronelli cartel. Anyway, discussing the formation of a new police force. Speaking of a Frenchman, because someone brought up Francois Hollande. Hello, Mr. President, Mr. Khaled. What a sunny day, isn't it? It's good to see you, Karl. Good to see you, Karl. How have you been? Thanks to the increased budget at the Interior, we have been combating a lot of the issues that plagued us. My position bears more responsibility now, but more importantly, the security situation in the country is much more stable. I am used to being uncomfortable. Okay. Mr. Graf has given me full authority to lead the new force in order to combat subversives and other threats to the state from the inside. The agents we have recruited are the most loyal and experienced. The important question for us is where your loyalties lie. I serve my country and its leader, President Suzerain. I want to make it absolutely clear. My belief in you as a leader is unquestionable. Consider me as your innocent man. Again, enough support to make President Ford pardon him in fear of losing support for his administration. So the country Turkey is now Turkey. Still gonna call it country. Did Turkey change its name? Did I miss that? Like, isn't that what they've always been called? Or, like, is the English-speaking world now going to call it that? Let me just Turkey news. I'm not seeing any news about that. Loa. Spoken like a true Parisian police officer. Okay. Minister Graf has also shown great workability. The more I work with her, the more I'm convinced that she herself might pose a threat to you. Really? The only thing that matters is you only take orders from me and not anyone else. That won't change, so I'm just trying to give you some inside information from the interior. This guy's putting that snitch jacket on and I didn't even ask him to. Yeah. He's ready to snitch. Like he doesn't have a snitch jacket, he's got a snitch tank top he wears under his uniform. The English version changed. Let's see, Turkey. Well, is it pronounced this name? Is it like phonetically? How's that gonna work? I don't know. They want to get away from the English insult of the word. Oh, because it's like the animal or whatever. You know, did you guys know there was another country in the world besides the Turkey that's in the Eastern Mediterranean that is also called Turkey? Does anybody know what it is? Think about it while I go get some water. Okay. Guy from Genie was imitating me, said you can't beat me from the dead. Tunisia, the stands, Turkmenistan. It is actually Peru. Because Peru, P-E-R-U, is it's a Spanish-speaking country that is on the west coast of South America. But in Portuguese, Peru means Turkey. He said East Mediterranean, but Turkey's against. Oh, did you guys misunderstand? I meant besides the Turkey that's in the Eastern Mediterranean. Yeah, it was my bad. I misled y'all. Or you know what I mean. I'm just trying to give you some inside information from the interior. The initial analysis led by our agents has uncovered some troubling facts. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm checking something. I don't know. The Turks were originally from that area, though, right? Oh, yeah. You're correct. All right. Yeah, so initial analysis by our agents has uncovered troubling facts. There are elements within our state that have ulterior motives. Elaborate, please. May I speak frankly, sir? You're among confidants. There are some... excuse me. There are some very powerful deep state forces inside the administration. You're the fucking deep state! Our investigations have just begun, but certain things we are discovering is troubling. Mr. Hawker has financial and other ties to certain figures. He's a dangerous man. Currently, we're collecting evidence of his middleman to discover a real link that will lead to further suspects. So who can we look into? I'm not sure Graf can be fully trusted. What if she turns against us? So would this be like the coup thing, maybe? I don't know. I simply do not know. Let's see here. I'm looking up how I get cooed. Keep it in place. Oh, it does look like I'm gonna be cooed, maybe. Alright. Keep pursuing this, Karl. If you encounter any obstacles, my full authority will protect you. How deep does the state go? Yeah. Thank you, sir. I will be relentless. The adversaries of this country will be found. The most important subject here is the old guard establishment. They're a direct threat to us. Hawker, Heron, and the rest of the guard in the Supreme Court, Supreme Court will be able to be prosecuted with the new constitution. Hold on a sec. If you go down, the nation goes down. Goes to the bottom of the creation of the state. The other elements, the oligarchs seem to have some people on the inside as well. We have received some unconfirmed reports about Mr. Tusk having made deals with the enemy of the state. It is suspected they are evading taxes through Barbary and exploiting gay areas in our laws. Let's see. Our investigators. Okay, I guess the oligarchs pose a large threat to our administration. Coronti has some stuff. Mr. Coronti has been very supportive of my administration. He's a close friend. He might not be innocent, sir, but if you don't think he is an issue, we can move on. We need to pick somebody to focus on. Where should we concentrate our efforts? I think we're going to go after Hawker and the Old Guard, because I want to see if we can get the assassination thing, because isn't there an achievement for if you kill enough people, you know? Or like attend a certain amount of funerals. But yeah, we're going to go after the Old Guard. We're technically trying to go some strange version of democratic authoritarianism or something. World War III and Suzerain says a lot about our world. Really, yeah. Gets that old noggin jogging. Come on, baby, it's purge time. You know I really want to make you mine. Using the secret police against the Old Guard doesn't work because the security and secret police are on their side. Really? Let's give it a try. Plus, I don't really want to look into the oligarchs too much. I kind of am one. We're going to conclude the meeting. Good day and good luck, Mr. Grecio. Good day, sir. Remember, guys, we're not trying to succeed here. If I get cooed or assassinated, that just unlocks an achievement. And that's the important thing. It's like when I made my predictions for the presidential election and the Senate races back in 2020. Like, it didn't fucking matter who won. Because, you know, obviously I don't give my views on things. What mattered is that I was accurate. And oh my god, I remember when I was live streaming, because I had said, if people doubt me, I'm going to call them out in a live stream. And I was doing a live stream where I was just showing the comments of people who said I was stupid when I was almost entirely correct. Yeah, there were people who were going, it's like, you're a Biden guy. You're riding with Biden. Fuck you, you fucking lib. It's like, you think I can fucking... No, No, in the my Conquering History Games character has no association. Maybe I like him, maybe I don't. Who's to say? And it's just fucking... yeah, I guess I did curse. Sorry about that. But like, I just remember it was just like, you think I'm riding with Biden? I need him to lose Arizona right now because I don't have him getting Arizona. It's the first time you hear me cuss. Well, I try to cuss less. I've been trying. Anyway, so, yeah, it's about the achievements. It's not about winning the game. It's about being an achievement whore. Oh, here we go. I was like, what the hell is next? Budget allocation of Swordish armed forces. Well, this should be a short meeting. We're not going to allocate shit. Planes are being moved. Updated communication from Arcasias. Their planes are being moved in under our supervision. Do your best to make them feel at home. We'll try our best. Let's move on to our military. I'm not interested in the details of the military. We've been betrayed because the things. I'm sorry. This track goes on forever. There we go. Yeah. Speed run for achievements. No. I might do that sometime where I'm just doing super quick. But even a quick game of Suzerain, like doing a whole campaign, still takes a few hours. I think I once did a stream where I was just hitting the space bar and everything. I think it took me like maybe 3 hours still to do something when I knew all the choices I was going to make along the way. Let's see. If Rumberg were to attack, would he sacrifice soldiers to hold the line? I'm going to weaken. You're intentionally trying to weaken Swordland. This had to be done. Ridiculous. It's unfortunate we weren't able to allocate resources. The decision's already made. Okay, this is disastrous. The military makes do. I'm sure you talented gentlemen will find a way to circumvent the cuts effectively. No, let's calm down. We mean no insult to the armed forces. There's simply no resources. Let's see here. Alright. Nope. Cool. Quick meeting. That's what I like to see. What now? What are we doing now? Oh, is it time to do trade talks? Hey, trade talks with Agnolia. So, trying to think here. How do we get that aligning going on? Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Agnolia. It's kind of like the obvious one, especially because I can't go with Wellin. If I go with Wellin, they're gonna. I think basically, yeah, if I align myself with Wellin over here, essentially Saddam Hussein, Lesbia won't work with us, and that's what we really are going for here. Okay. Militarist route. Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Are you new here, Bo Flanagan? I don't really remember seeing your name. Yeah. Oh, shit. What did I just do? There's so many conflicts over a small piece of land. The island can barely sustain itself without outside help. Always have been. Okay. Let's see here. I was thinking the same thing. No one wants to make an enemy of Vongsland, especially because the United Quintana. I don't care who we're against, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Excuse me. See a lot of your TNL videos? Lesbia will work with you, but they demand much more. Well, it's a role-playing thing. Did you say the Agnolians are socialists? Right. Ingolians. Much more. Our money. Our wine. Our steel. That's they want to sell steel at a higher price. They're requesting easier access to agriculture. We've relaxed the immigration laws, which they like. Wave at the crowd. And then here's Van Horton, who I think is supposed to be... I think he's basically supposed to be George W. Bush. I might need to take a look at the lesbians here. What? Hold on, let's look at the home, Codex, partway, no, organizations, history, characters, foreign leaders. Who is it? Patricio Alvarez. Yeah. So, wait, what's this news? Turn the page. What's the new content? Continent satellite in space. Very cool. All right. Signalians will destroy the economy if we agree to the steel trade. Good day, sir. I hope the flight was comfortable. Let's go. What do we want to do here? Happy to see you. I never knew Agnolians were so ungrateful. Not everyone gets to see a great leader like you every day. You're absolutely right, Sergei. So ungrateful. They are scared of our potential. Mr. President, welcome Magnolia to the beautiful state of Styleport. Thanks for the warm welcome. He reached out for a handshake. The press surrounding us have been waiting for this moment. Overpower his handshake. Gonna do the, that's like what Manuel Macron does, right? He power grabs people. Overpowered his handshake and he got caught surprised as the press took a picture of me having the upper hand. He smiled awkwardly. This way, please. Large box, one of the first treaties written between us. This is an amazing gift, thank you. We're going to gift them an ornamented ceremonial sword. It's very expensive. Let's go to my office, follow me. Thankfully done with the ceremonies. Are you not fond of the ceremonies? There's a lot of variety. Would you like a drink, Mr. Rain? I'll have an Ellery Maroon 30-year-old. Ah, you're keeping it swordish. Very good whiskey for sure. A true gentleman. I respect that about you, Mr. Horton. That's how we do things in Agnolia, Mr. Rain. I appreciate the kind words, but flattery alone won't sway me this day. Give him the dogs. Oh, yeah, I should... I'll do... I think I've given him the dogs before. Wait, isn't that an achievement or something? But I'd like to say I've been watching your recent changes to the immigration policy. I'm glad you decided to keep it relaxed. Immigrants are very important for beneficial economic development, and we believe that very much in Agnolia. It's reassuring to see Swordland move into a more modern direction. Thank you. So tell me, Mr. Rain, is Swordland a reliable trading partner in Agnolia? As long as Agnolia is a reliable trading partner, I can assure you we are. Let's see. So, what's it going to be? First of all, if we shake hands on it, this agreement is going to be really beneficial for both of us. Is there a wine nationalist achievement? Because it's not the first time they told us about Swedish wine being our liking. Well, that one was a whiskey that I just had. It's a little different. You should be able to solve the recession in no time with the investment and money flow coming from us. This is, as you know, on top of the reduced tariffs for trade between our countries. Of course, in return, as discussed between my people and your people before, you'll allow us privileged access to your agricultural market. You will be buying steel from us for a higher price. For a smaller price to pay, really. That's the deal. What do you say, Mr. Rain? Agreement will devastate steel manufacturing. I think... Oh, God, I'm trying to remember... I think that there is... We could back him up on the Volksland thing, though. I think that, yeah, we just need to back him up with the island. Let's keep that money in our pockets. This is not a beneficial deal. It's like, hey, this is not a beneficial deal for Swordland. You went through all this effort to come and say no to me? Throwing many months of work down the drain. This is a mistake. Let's see here. Agnolian steel isn't worth that much, Mr. Van Horten. It's like, Agnolian steel ain't worth that much, Mr. Van Horten. That's right. Shifting accents for the character. Is that so? You'd rather import it from Rumburg, then? Look, Mr. Van Horten, let's discuss if lower prices are possible. We believe that Swordland's been given an unfair advantage for too long because of the previous agreements. We no longer accept this, Mr. Rain. Our people believe we have long been overshadowed by Swordland. I'm here to fix that, with a beneficial trade for both of us, nonetheless. Is there no room for discussion? We don't want to lose our cooperation with Swordland. Maybe we can agree with the old prices. I will offer an alternative for the sake of our history together. First it's not the beans, wine, and whiskey. It's not the first sort of only food choice. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Swedish beans. That would be a fun little thing. You know how the international community does not recognize our rightful claim on the island, including Swordland. Wouldn't it be good that Swordland, finally announces the recognition of Hedgeland as Agnolian territory? If you do that, we'll have a deal. I agree. Swordland will recognize that island. The island. Excellent. Now, before we dive into the paperwork for the trade deal, I want to offer you another possibility. I'd like to expand on our newly found partnership. We have regional forces in Rumburg that's been imposing danger on both our countries. I'm of the mind that we must unite. So, by the powers bestowed upon me as the Prime Minister of Agnolia, I'm offering a military alliance in between Swordland and Agnolia. Do I even need this? Probably don't. But I guess there may not be any reason to not do it. I don't know. I have so many strong reservations. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I guess, like, do it. Rumburg has another front to worry about. Agnolia can help you on your Riggs front. Something called, Agnolia feeling like it's overshadowed is rather comical considering that Rumsburg and Vagsland are also neighbors. Yeah. I guess there's no reason not to. What do you think? Let others die for our defense. Very Saudi of you, I do say. Yeah. Better than nothing, exactly. It's free shit. Excellent to hear. Our ministers will go over details later. Well then, let's continue the official program. As you know, we'll pay a visit to our founder's grave for another ceremony. Afterwards, we'll move on to the state dinner. Okay, yeah, so I've got all the alliance and stuff, but I'm just gonna go. I won't be joining. It's time we're on our way back home. His eyes widen in surprise. But this is customary. Every source present before you has done this. This won't sit well with us. I must insist we follow the protocol. You know, I want to fuck this up. yeah, I don't want to like lose it at the last minute or something. Fake smiles and handshakes and blah blah blah. Okay, so now I think if we go to the journal, we got a trade deal and a military alliance. Yeah, unless they preemptively declare war, which I don't think they will. Okay, where are we going now? There's fucking pop-ups everywhere. What's this? Military, joint military exercises. And we've recovered the trade volume back to pre-recession levels. Where am I supposed to go now? We got fucking pop-ups everywhere. Occasions are getting access to Ellery base. And a radical suspected of helping terrorists. Well, that's new. Oh, time for the Welland shit. So, yeah, of course I don't really want to go with Welland at all. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna tell him to fuck off. Completely, entirely. Which, I've never done before. You know, usually like, we kind of fuck around with him and stuff, but, like, yeah, I think we'll be alright without them, or something like that, the song. Yeah. Don't you want Welland oil and precious minerals? But you see, the thing is, I think if I work with them, it blows it with Lesbia. And, like, you know, I've tried to find some guides online, but, you know, it'll have, like, mixed messages, but it just doesn't really seem to work. Because Lesbia hates Welland. So I think we're going to tell Welland to fuck off. And yeah, Flanagan, could you maybe just type out your whole sentences, please? It's just kind of, it's kind of looking like you're spamming the chat. Lesbia communists, they're in the Contanosphere? No. Quite the opposite. Lesbia is a member of the ATO, the Western Alliance, the Arcasian Alliance. Yeah, so let's just have fun telling Mr. President of Welland here to fuck off, and then then we'll call it a night. Because I got other things to do. Oh man, incidentally, I might not stream tomorrow because I've got to get reading done for a class on Thursday, but my books haven't arrived yet. So not good. So that means they're gonna hopefully show up tomorrow, and then I've got to do a week's worth of readings in like the lab. Yeah. Anyway. Shortly after our plane landed, the door opened and the sun blinded me for a moment. I stepped outside. There's at least 100 soldiers. Proceed to the red carpet without any gestures. Yeah, so here he is, Saddam Hussein. The man himself. He was a tall man, almost as tall as me. He was wearing large sunglasses, and his attire was a regular suit, contrasted with military attire. Welcome to Raklowitz. He turned around for a couple of additional poses. Pull him aside for a couple more poses yourself. Did you read from Chegg? Don't worry, we're moving as fast as possible. Actually, I've never done Chegg. Never, ever. I've heard good things. Like, I remember I was once dating a girl. She got her books from Chegg, and there were so many freaking coupons in the Chegg thing. Like, all this sponsored stuff. Like, it came in the box. It was so weird. And we were like, damn, this box paid for itself. Let's see. Now that actually, funnily enough, I had another school thing show up today, and there was a coupon in it. It was for like one of those bulk buying wine sites, but it's like you got to spend $160 to get $100 off. And I really don't drink wine except by the jug, for, you know, I want a little heart health in my life. But I got some cousins who are really into wine, and I got a friend who's been getting into it, so I'll probably just give it to one of them. Yeah, I almost never rent my. I'm trying to think if I've ever rented. I think I once, when I was like on my undergrad, like in those first 2 years, I had to take a class and some shit I knew I was never ever gonna do again, so I rented. Yeah. Thank you very much for the super chat. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath hard as kerosene. Feeling the wanderlust because you've been on the road for so long. But yeah, no, it's it's Willie Nelson. I was listening to some Willie after the Cowboys lost this weekend. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Has anybody ever seen... I'm going to pull one up. Have y'all ever seen a picture of young Willie Nelson before he grew out his hair and beard? It's so nuts. Of course, you know I know about that. Man's a Texas icon. Give me a second. Let me try to find it. Like a picture from him in the 50s. Oh, he's so cute. Here we go. Yeah, check this out. Young Willie Nelson. Not sure what he's playing there. It's not a Rickenbacker. Not sure what that is. A particular guitar. But, thought some of y'all might like that. Red lights, the party's over. Just, what a fucking icon. Let's see. Smolak saluting the soldiers. I'm doing nothing. Yeah, every time without fail, they fail in the first playoff. Yeah, I've said this for years. You know, I've been a Cowboy fan my whole life. I probably should have just become a smoker instead. It would have been healthier for me. But one of Zant's songs is Towns Van Sant has a better version. Willie and Merle did a cover of it. I should have known that. Willie does so many covers. But yeah, I've always said for years that the Cowboys find new and innovative ways to lose. Of course, the infamous, I remember Romo's first run in the playoffs, hell of a run, and then he fumbled the snap for the kick, and like he'd done that all season anyway. He was the backup QB. That's what the backup QB does, and then he still almost ran it in. But I've said it for years as well that one of these days the Cowboys are going to be in a position for like a fucking chip shot field goal, like a 25, 30 yard or nothing. And then like it's going to be a Randy Johnson situation. A bird is going to fly in the way of the football and stop it. It's going to turn outside. That was legal. Didn't go through. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. The year Jimmy J bites the dust will be the year Cowboys doing. You mean Jerry Jones? You see, that's the thing, because, God, Jerry Jones gets on my fucking nerves. Like, there's parts of me that go, like, I don't want them to win while Jerry's still in charge. He needs to fucking retire or die first. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not saluting the soldiers. We'll go to the city center, see the opening of a statue. I'd rather not waste time and go straight into business. Mr. President, I must insist. Also, I am in the driver's seat. We kept making small talk about the flight and the weather until we started making our way to the city center. Every corner, people were taking photos of us, but every single street we took seemed completely empty. Is this all a big photo op for you? Let's see. New friends in the 20s who were short-haired and clean-shaven. They approached the 30s and because the pandemic made them less hung up on their looks. Yeah. Something I've noticed is it's mostly with women, but with the guys too. Now that I'm back in the university, I'm seeing people, like mostly younger people up close. Glasses and hair fashion has like gone up because everybody's got like in New Mexico has much stricter mask policies. Oh, thank you very much, Jacob Brown, just to give for the year. $5 for the year! No, I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you very, very much for the super chat. You know, every cent is always appreciated. Anyway, yeah, so like there's a lot of fancy glasses out there. Like, and I'm somebody, I get my glasses at Zenny Optical. Like, I get 2 pairs of glasses every year, and it costs me like less than $20, you know, and I'll usually get something engraved on it too, and it still costs me less than $20. But yeah, a lot of it's like I guess they're like, well, no point in wearing makeup. I'm wearing a mask, but my eyes are visible, so I'm gonna get a nice pair of glasses. I'm gonna do my hair nice, but in a way that's sustainable day to day. It's interesting. Painted nails, a lot of painted nails. I noticed since the pandemic, I guess people are doing it at home. The women, you know, they paint their nails more. Anyways, it's all a bag photo op for you. He's a good person to show the world our unity in Eastern Mercopa. We have been supportive of this business. Victor Motable, thankfully the sun is up. It'll be a good day for the reveal. Let's get this over with. Very well, let's take our places. Very lifelike statue, don't you think? Our artist can do better in Swordland, his face soured. Well, then I'd like the contact one. Join me for a walk. Give me 2 strudels. Wait for him to pay the street vendor. Are you gonna pay for it? Yes, I will pay for it. You made him give up some money. I don't fucking care about the working guy not getting his cash, but I just wanted to make him pay for it. Pay for it, pay for it, pay. Alright, so there's ornamentation. Let's talk about the trade deal, finally. Before that, bring the Kisha. Here we go. Inhaled the smoke. I don't smoke. Finest tobacco in the land. Can I call you Anton? I prefer my official title. What do you think about Rumberg? Any other country? They got needs and agendas. We must be careful. I'm sure their time will come. I want to prevent further conflict in the region. Bad for business and all that. They're coming for us whether we like it or not. They're the aggressor, not us. But I have something else in mind. What is it? Look. The Bloods. Yeah, this is Operation Bear Trap. What do you want from me? Give you the best trade deal in the region. You give me assist in crushing the terrorists. Absolutely not. Okay, saying like, you know, he's found out about Rumberg stuff. There might be international ramifications. The hell with international ramifications. I will protect my country. Joint operation. No deal. It's too risky. I'm afraid I can't accept. Wait, Mr. President Race. I wouldn't offer more, but I like you. Yeah. Stop the terrorists. I can't accept. That's unfortunate. I am sure a great leader like Sol would have accepted my great offer without a doubt. My assistance will show you the way. Nod and leave. Okay. Ain't not much to it. War for the Alphas, money for the Sigmas. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's see here. Excuse me. Let's see here. So what's next? I think we're just gonna stop it there because yeah, I still have reading to do. Man, it's like I can't believe what time is it? It's like fuck, it's 20 till 7 here. And I still have so much to do. I've got to like read through the entire Declaration of Independence and then, or like, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so much to do, and I still don't have all my readings. Oh my gosh, I need those fucking books to show up tomorrow. Anyway, look up the song "Rake" by Towns. It's by Don Juan. He even compared me to Soul, that guy. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. But I like that. War for the Alphas and Money for the Sigmas. That's good shit. All right, next time we're gonna give a speech on reforms and then maybe go into the constitutional vote. I think I'm not entirely sure. Let me try to look into that. Or I think next we're gonna do. I don't freaking know, but we'll see what happens next. I think it's like we're gonna be asked to start investing in the next thing. Actually, even though this isn't done yet. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games. Thank you very much for joining me, and a special thank you to those of you who donated via Super Chat. It's more important than ever now. I am Conquering History Games, and you have yourselves a very nice night. And I probably won't see you tomorrow. If you see me tomorrow, it's because my books didn't come in, and that's actually bad. So, but you should, gosh, let me think, maybe Thursday night, Thursday or Friday night. All right, see ya.